The music swelled. The doors opened. Every head turned toward me. But the space at my side, where my father should have been, was empty. He wasn't there. He had chosen her instead. My sister, the one who hated me enough to sabotage my wedding day with a party of her own. And he went to hers. I should have felt broken. I didn't, because I knew something no one else did. He wasn't the one walking me down the aisle. Someone else was. And when Dad found out who, it drove him mad. Once I thought my sister and I were close. We shared secrets in the dark, whispered dreams into the night. But envy eats through bonds faster than fire. She always needed to be first. First in grades, first in friends, first in Dad's eyes. When I got engaged, she smiled too wide, congratulated me with a grip too tight on my hand. I should have known. Her silence was never peace. It was planning. 2 months before the wedding, Dad grew distant. Calls unanswered, meetings postponed, his excuses vague. Then the truth dropped, casual as a knife. "I can't walk you down the aisle," he said. "Your sister's hosting an important event. She needs me there." A party, a petty celebration timed for the same day, and he chose her. I remember the pause after he spoke. He expected me to cry, to beg, to shatter, but all I did was nod. Because the second he betrayed me, I shifted. I stopped being his daughter. I became the architect of his reckoning. I didn't fight for his attention. I didn't plead for his presence. I planned. Quietly. Precisely. First, I invited someone no one expected. The man my father despised most. The man he once betrayed. The man who had raised me in every way he hadn't. Uncle James. Not by blood, but by loyalty. He was there when Dad wasn't. He was steady where Dad faltered. He was everything a father should be. Second, I made sure Dad would find out. A single text, timed perfectly, delivered during my vows. A photo. James at my side, my hand in his, walking me down the aisle with pride my father never carried. The wedding day came. I wore white, but underneath it, my heart was steel. The music began. I stepped forward, and James took my arm. The guests rose. Whispers rippled through the room. Some gasped, some smiled. But all eyes saw the truth. I wasn't abandoned. I was chosen. James walked steady, his grip firm, his presence undeniable. Every step with him was a declaration, "I don't need you, Dad. I never did." At the altar, I felt the vibration of my phone in my bouquet. A message sent. Delivered. Later, while we toasted champagne and danced under soft lights, I imagined the scene. Dad, at her party, surrounded by empty laughter, his phone buzzing, opening the photo, seeing James beside me, smiling, strong, rightful. I pictured his face twisting, rage colliding with regret, his control cracking in front of her, the golden child who thought she'd won. And when he stormed out, when his anger spilled over, I knew she'd realize it too. Her victory was ashes, her party meaningless. Because she hadn't taken him from me, I had replaced him myself. The calls came later, voicemails thick with fury, demands for explanations, accusations that I had humiliated him. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. By then, everyone had seen the photos. Everyone had witnessed James, not Dad, at my side. And the whispers spread. He wasn't the proud father of the bride. He was the father who abandoned her. He had given his role away, and I had taken it from him forever. They thought I would crumble, that a daughter without her father's arm would look small, pitiful, broken. But I stood taller. Because power doesn't come from who abandons you, it comes from who stands beside you when they do. My sister thought she'd stolen my day, but her victory was hollow. because while she clung to his shadow, I walked with the man who deserved the title all along. And Dad, he's still seething, still pacing the ruins of his pride. Because in the end, I didn't just lose a father, he lost a daughter. And that loss, I know, will haunt him far longer than any wedding vow.